currently we're doing about £120,000 a month in terms of income that we're generating, and we'll probably head towards £150,000 soon, and hopefully within this 12-month period we'll probably do £2 million as a turnover. Now each year since we've been running to about 4 years now, we've doubled that turnover pretty much each and every year. How I started in service accommodation? Well, for a few years I was a little bit unsure it's a strategy that I actually even wanted to do, because I was a little bit uncomfortable with the way some of the things work. Now some of it was really a lack of understanding of which is the best way to make it profitable. So when we first started, what we did, we took one of our own studios that we'd just got ready, we just brought to the market, and rather than renting out, we thought, okay, let's test it on a short stay model, which is service accommodation. And actually, to our surprise, it actually worked really well. Even though it was a little bit awkward to get to, the parking wasn't great, the location was decent, and it was a nice apartment, and it meant actually we were making way more money by running a short stay than if we'd let it out as a normal studio flat. Then from there, what we did, we took on a rent-to-rent in the city centre, which is a 2-bedroom apartment, in order to really test how that would work in the city centre. And actually, to our surprise, that worked really well as well, and it's producing a really good income, even though we were paying quite a high rent for that property in terms of a monthly rent, but we still made a decent margin. Then from there, we went to a 3-bedroom traditional house, another great location where there's lots of demand in that area. So now we're moving from different models to try and see what works best. And that house works really well. It has different people staying at different times. A lot of them are contractors that come as groups that work in one company, stay there for a period of time. And then in between, we might have some shorter stays at the property. Then from that, we went to smaller blocks of apartments, 5, 6, 7. Initially, they were our own ones that we already had. So we took those studios as a complete block and started operating them as short stay. And by this time, we'd already started building up the systems and the processes in terms of how to run the business. But then from there, we started looking at larger buildings, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units in one particular building. And that's been really our niche. And that's a bit that we really like, where we've got economies of scale by having lots of units in one building. It means we can keep our costs down, we can do the changeovers really quickly. We've got one great internet connection that we can pump through the building. The management process, everything means that we just run it way much more efficiently than it was units scattered all over the city. And our next step that now we're ready to embark onto is looking for hotels, small hotels, bed and breakfast type buildings, maybe up to 20 units, where what we will do, we'll renovate the building completely and convert it to a modern high-tech apart hotel. That's where we are right now. Hey, if you're enjoying these short videos that we're doing called Saj Dailies, then make sure you also check out our longer form content that we have on the channel. There's probably about 300 videos that are on the channel that we've uploaded over the last few years, and there's a lot more content uploaded regularly. And if you're enjoying it, then make sure you click on that like button. Also subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, leave me a comment. Let me know what it is about these videos you're particularly enjoying and particularly liking. And once you've done that, make sure you click on this video, and I'll see you over here next.